What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? What's going on here? Looks like I am a slight delay. Uh, yeah. Anyway, hey, um, wow, I've been so busy. Haven't been doing my lives as much as I normally do, but there's a good reason for that, and that reason is a lot of updates coming to the software that's going to change the whole game. And if you've watched any of the previous lives, you already know that we're building something that never has existed before. Okay, we are building a a white label concierge business credit, business funding, uh, clearinghouse support system. You can use a number of different, descriptors but since it's never been done before, it's hard to classify into a box, right? Put a term on it. I think I like the white label concierge service the best because yeah, concierge. You get a higher level, higher quality of service um, in a white label format, right? So if you don't know, well, let me tell you. My name is Jeremiah Davis, aka the Funding Coach, CEO of Black Label CRM and two or three other businesses. But it's Black Label Friday. Every Friday, I try to come on and give out educational information about the software, as well as business credit and business funding tips that work in hand with the software. So if you don't know, Black Label CRM is a white label business credit and business funding software. So if you wanted to supply or provide business credit services on an automated scale, step-by-step process to your clients, your business owners, entrepreneurs, this is the software for you. Also, if you want to be a loan broker and offer funding to those same clients, business loans, to those same clients, this software is for you. Okay. We have over 3,000 business credit vendors in the software. We have over 200 business lenders, and we service about 21 plus business loan types. And what we've learned in the last almost 2 years that the software has been on the market is the learning curve. People still have a hard time to get the software, and it's a lot of data, a lot of information coming at you, and sifting through that data and learning how to maximize it. Even though we provided all the training in the software with video avatars and video training, content training, resources for marketing, outsourcing services for live coaching, outsourcing services for the funding, we're still having people having issues with that. So me and my partners per se have decided to offer these services in-house under your label. If you get the software, we put it on your we create a subdomain off your primary domain. So your clients only know your business. They won't know anything about us on the background. But and the next step to that is to having trained staff that I train, my staff. I train them in personal credit, business funding, and all the nuances of those things and how they work together in tandem. And we've come up with a formula of how you can take a client from A to Z, right? And listen, I say this and I say this a lot. Business credit is the most underutilized tool that an entrepreneur has because they don't understand the purpose of business credit, and then they interchange business credit and business funding. These are not synonyms; they're not interchangeable. Business credit is one thing, business funding is another thing. there are instances where those two come together and you can maximize your efforts and accessing credit and capital by having good personal credit, good business credit, and good business finances. Okay, so um, so what we decided to do is basically bring all this together in house, right? Provide you the software, provide you the branding, so you can market your services into your community, offering business credit, business funding to your clientels. But we're going to do all the work for you. That's what this white label concierge service that is going to be rolling out in the next couple of months um, is going to do. And I'm going to break it down to you right now, right? Because literally this is changing the game. It's changing the game. There's nothing out there like this, all right? There's nothing out there like it right now. And what we're about to do is going to be light years ahead of anybody else, okay? As well as all our data in the software is updated every 6 months. And the reason that is because underwriting guidelines, credit criteria, vendor qualifications and requirements, those things change as lenders and creditors see trends or see things that they need to maybe move away from and move closer to, what have you. But the same information about business credit that most people are still utilizing is a pre-pandemic model, right? And most people don't know that a lot of creditors and a lot of lenders are constantly changing their underwriting guidelines, their approval criterias, um, based on the economy and the circumstances of what's going on in the country. Okay. So, banking and credit guidelines for credit cards, vendor accounts, things like that are always changing. Well, I'm going to say always changing, but they're always being modified periodically, quarter to quarter, year to year, right? So the same stuff that was being taught and actually still being taught now is outdated. Okay, so we have a team of people that every 6 months they go through all our data, all our vendor accounts, all our lenders, and they update that data to the most accurate at the time. All right, so that's going to go on always. So then you will get those updates automatically. And we will send out the newsletters and I will make an announcement and all those things so you know what the current criteria is. All right. So, but let me explain this white label concierge to you, right? Well, no, let me go back. I'm gonna go back. What we've started doing in the last, say, 6 months. Give me a something in the comments. Let me know that you're still. My internet's kind of, and I think it's going out. I just want to make sure everybody is okay. I know that sounds crazy, but and think of it like this: but a linear type, um, but it's right. So you're not solving like Lending Tree or some of the other services out like one platform where you can log into, enter some data, and get a business loan quote in a matter of minutes. Okay, Ours won't be in a matter of minutes, but it will be in 24 hours or the next business day. So if it's Friday, you get it on Monday. But usually going to come in within 24 hours of uploading the supporting documents, because business funding is not like personal funding. Business funding, business lenders want to see all the details about the business. Make sure that you are a legitimate business or what have you. They want to make sure business banking. They want to make sure that your EIN is in good standing. Your Secretary of State is in good standing, and they want to see the business bank statements, the articles of incorporation, ID, stuff like that, right? So what we're doing, we're building this platform to supply 21 different business loans, right? And then each of those loan criteria are pre-programmed. So when you submit your scan and you get pre-approved for one of the 20-bit loan offers, pre-approved for one of the loan products, you're going to get a link, a secure link to upload those supporting documents for that specific loan that you qualify for. And then once all the documents uploaded, it's going to be automatically sent to probably 3 to 4 different lenders. And then those lenders are going to make bids, right? We call it the lending bids or something like that. I forgot what the exact term we're calling it. But within that 24-hour period, those 3-4 banks are going to present you or your client with the offers in the client portal, right? And then the client can choose which loan offer they want to accept. Okay, so there is nothing out there like this. Nothing out there like this. Okay, it's going to change the game for business funding, right? So instead of you hopping around, going bank to bank, broker to broker, trying to get some money, our system is going to pre-qualify you based on what's public record, right? We're going to get your business name, your business address, emails, websites, all that stuff. You're going to upload your articles. You're going to upload your bank statements. You're going to upload all the things that you need to submit to underwriting. And it's going to be submitted to multiple, at least I say 3 or 4 banks for each loan type, right? And you don't want to apply for more than one loan type at a time. We want to go with the most likely to get approved in the fastest turnaround time, right? So when we get that, and then having those offers come back to you within a 24-hour period, and then the client, and then get paid for that, right? And that's the system is going to be automated for that. It's all automated. That actually the system is going to send an email and a text message to the client that got pre-approved on the scan, a link so they can upload their documents, right? The system is going to notify us, and we're going to send out reminders about up to about 15 days after the scan, right? And if you want to, you'll be able to re-engage those reminders ongoing after that time period just by clicking a button, right? To constantly remind the clients you qualify, you pre-qualify for this loan product. We need these documents. And once the system, like if they only give us 2 or 3 of those documents the first day, and then another day or 2 goes by, we got to get some more documents. Now each of these loan items, these 21 different loans that we're servicing in the software, they all have different criteria. Okay, I mean, business term loan supporting documents are different, slightly different from a revenue-based loan. Okay, a real estate funding, invoice or accounts receivable, or purchase order, or commercial real estate or fix and flip. All these loan products have a slightly different underwriting guidelines and a list of supporting documents. So with the system already being programmed for each loan product on the specific loan supporting documents for that loan, that work is half done for you. You don't have to be chasing clients down and getting the documents like we've been doing for years. That's what I've been doing for years anyway. And sometimes you got to wait, I've waited weeks, months for a client to come in. And every time another month comes by, we got to update that information because they have to have the most recent bank statements, got to have the most recent, information. All right. But in conjunction with that lending platform, we're enhancing the scan where we partner with some data furnishers. They're going to provide us the access to the UCC database. All right, the UCC database tells banks if you already have that business has a loan already, if it defaulted, or if it's in good standing, right? That's going to be automatic in there, right? It's going to also verify that with the Secretary of State that company is in good standing with the Secretary of State. It's going to verify the EIN is accurate. It's going to when you have the client sign up for the MyScore IQ business model, and then we're going to import those three FICO 8 credit scores, as well as 2 business credit scores, being Experian and D&B, right? And all that data is going to be added to the scan, enhancing the pre-qualifications. Okay, and now we got ERC funding in there, we got equipment funding in there, we got purchase order funding, accounts receivable funding in there, we got what else? A revenue-based merchant cash advance, business term loans, SBA loans. Wow, let's see what else. I said equipment, structured tractor financing, 401k financing. You know, you can roll over your 401k from your job into a Rob, all right, and then you can actually add that 401k policy as an asset to your company, right, that you worked a 9 to 5 with. Now it's an asset of your company, and you can borrow against that and use that as collateral. So we have a large range of funding products, right? We're also going to, we got 244 credit cards in there, business and personal credit cards in the software that are, all the guidelines are there based on credit score, right? So I think we got about 4 pages of a business and personal credit cards for anyone with a 680 to 699 credit score. Then it's 700 up to, I think, 750 or 7 something, right? And then the top tier is like 750 up to 850 or whatever. But we're going to make the software pull the most, about 10 of those credit cards, business and personal credit cards, that the client pre-qualifies for based on the scan. So it's automatically going to give you those 10 credit cards that you could potentially get your clients approved for based on that data that they inputted on the scan. Okay, so the white label concierge platform is going to work, and this is going to be optional. If you have the software currently and you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Okay, but we are drawing a line in the sand, because if you don't opt in for it, the white label concierge services, you have to do it on your own. You have to learn how to do it on your own. The software gives you all the information, okay? And there'll be limited support for you. But if you do opt in, all you're going to really need to do is follow our instructions to generate as many leads as you possibly can, get as many scans as you possibly can in any given month, and then we're going to work the whole file for you. We're going to do the first round of funding, right? And then get them that money. And then we're going to upsell them to our VIP business credit builder, right? Which is it's going to be a price point of $4,000, which you'll get a nice percentage of that, and you'll get a nice percentage of the first round of funding, right? But we're going to get the first round of funding, upsell to the VIP live coaching for 1 year, so you get paid on that. And then the second round of funding, because our coaches, our business credit coaches, are their sole purpose is get the client ready for a business term loan or SBA loan or a corporate only financing. Okay, that means that in maybe 4 to 6 months, maybe that client for 100, maybe 200, maybe $300,000 business term loan, right, and pay off the first round of loan. But we're going to get them a loan, build a business credit, and build their comparable credit. We're going to make their business credit is going to be so solid that they can walk into a bank and get $100,000 or $250,000 on their EIN, right? So business credit gives you access to business term loans, gives you access to SBA loans, gives you access to corporate only financing, right? These are the cream of the crop on the business funding with the lower interest rates and the higher amounts, right? If the business can qualify. And the primary things that they need to qualify is business revenue, good personal credit, and good business credit, right? And comparable credit. You have to have comparable credit. Comparable credit meaning that you have access in lines of credit, right? And credit cards, and vendor accounts that are equal to the amount that you're asking for from a bank. Okay, so if you want a $100,000 business loan, a business term loan, you need to have access to $100,000 in business credit, right? And what that tells the bank is that other financial institutions are have trusted you and they can trust you, right? But we're going to also help them get these larger lines of credits by building their business credit, right? So they can have a business line of credit for 100, 150, $250,000. Even, I mean, the sky's the limit. If you use it and follow our direction and you use it responsibly and it grows and they're going to give you increases. Next thing you know, if you had a $500,000 and accessing a business line of credit that you're only paying 3 to 4% interest on for the amount you draw off that line of credit to get into the real estate game, to get into the commercial property game, to get into franchises or extending your business reach. The sky is the limit. When you have access to the type of credit and type of cash that we're working with and we're trying to get your clients to achieve, it's going to set you apart from everybody else, right? Because this is a proven method. We know what the banks are looking for. We know what you have to have before you walk into the bank and get that $250,000 line of credit. All right. And we're going to do that for you, right? So the concierge is going to get the first round of funding, going to upsell them to the live coaching for 1 year. And then they're going to give them a second round of funding. But they're going to hold their hand the whole way through. And all you got to do is go out there and get more leads. And we're estimating each client that commits to the process, you should make about $10,000 off of each client. So if you get 5 clients a month to go through the process, right? And you got to do the math. You got to get 100 scans, get say 25 to 50 of them pre-approved. You're going to have maybe 4 or 5, maybe 10, depends. Could be, that will follow the protocol all the way through. For those that follow the protocol all the way through, you're going to make roughly about $10,000 a client. So if you did 5 of those a month, $50,000 a month, so on. But if you did more, even better. Okay, so that is what is coming down the pike in the next couple of months for the Black Label CRM. Now, I got one more announcement that I'm going to drop on you. I'm going to start pushing that next Monday, but I'm going to tell you right now. I have created a business funding expert certification course. Business funding expert certification course. You know what? I'm going to show it to you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to. All right. Now this course has 30 different business loans. 30. All right. You want to see them? Here, let me show it to you. Okay. So this is the landing page. It's not there, so don't go to it yet. All right. Business Funding Now. Business Funding Expert Certification Course. Right. I'm putting a video here with a descriptor of the course. Get started. Landscape, business financing, tailored financial strategy, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Now, here are the loans. 30 of them. Count them. SBA, revenue based, recurring payments, real estate fix and flip, purchase order, private lending credit lines, private bridge financing, peer-to-peer business lending, merchant cash advance, note buying, okay, uh, inventory, hard asset lending, equipment sell leaseback, equipment leasing and financing, contract-based financing, commercial real estate, accounts receivable, 401k, business credit cards, PG business credit cards, no PG business credit cards, vendor credit cards, and business store cards. These are all different types of cards, okay? But when you have these cards, then they will all go towards building comparable credit, and you will gradually get increases on those as you use them responsibly. Vendor lending credit unions, truck and vehicle financing, business term loans, business line of credit, SBA 7A, SBA 504, SBA cap lines, SBA export working capital, or export express loans. This is kind of the same thing. This is a smaller loan, this is a large loan. ERC, that's the tax credit, a business secure CD line of credit, and startup business funding. So there's 30 different business loan types that in this course you're going to learn not only how to identify the loan product, but as well as, let me see, as I'm going to give you a case study for each loan product. Then I'm going to give you, excuse me, you're going to get a case study of the loan product, and you're going to get the pros and cons of the loan, as well as the requirements and qualifications or list of supporting documents for each loan. After each of those loans, right, there's 30 of them, there's a 5-question quiz, okay? That 5-question quiz, we want you to score 100 on, and you can take it as many times as you need to score 100, and then move on to the next loan. At the end of the 30 loan modules, you will have a final examination, which will be the quiz questions, all mixed up, that you need to score at least a 75% on, and then you're going to be business credit experts certified, okay? And this is, I mean, literally, as well, I'm throwing in there my 5-question formula to pre-qualify a client for a loan, okay? And you might think, how do you can ask 5 questions? If you have the right questions, you can pretty much determine which type of funding the client qualifies for, okay? So here, let's look at some of this stuff, right? Interactive learning. This is video avatars, giving clear descriptions, case studies, pros and cons, requirements, and supporting documents for each loan in the course, okay? Just flexible learning. There's no time limit. You can take your time, go through this training course at your own speed, okay? When you're ready, right, you can take the exam. You'll have 2 hours to complete this exam and 3 attempts to score 75 or higher to become business funding expert certified, okay? And then a case study with a 5-question formula that's going to enhance you. I'm telling you right now, you're going to know more about business funding than the average person. Not maybe a lot of lenders, because most lenders only focus on niche market loan products, right? You go to real estate lenders, they all know everything about real estate. They don't know anything about other loan products, okay? So you're going to have a wide range of knowledge on these 30 different loan products. You're also going to learn how to distinguish the difference between a loan broker and a direct lender, right? And I'm also going to provide you with the pros and cons of working with direct lenders, and the pros and cons of working with a loan broker, okay? And for the first 100 people, and most likely it's going to drop the end of next week, okay? We're doing the final tweaks and testing right now over the weekend, but the first 100 people are going to get it for $997. After that, it's going to be $1997. And on top of that, I'm guaranteeing that you'll make your money back off your first loan. There are conditions that apply to that, guaranteed. One is you have to submit the loan application with all the supporting documents, and the client's got to agree to accept the loan within the first 30 days of purchase. And I got to help you close the loan, okay? so I can ensure that you get your $1,000 back or more. But if you get a $50,000 loan, right, the commission is going to be about $5,000. And then we're going to split the commission 50-50. Okay. But I'm trying to ensure that you get your investment back. So the first 100 people that purchase will get it for $997. After that, it's going to be $1997. And I'm going to still keep the guarantee because you can still make your $2,000 back off your very first loan if you follow my instructions. You're not going to lose. You just have to go out there, get a business owner that can get a loan, and let me help you close it, and you're going to get your money back. And that's how we do that. Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. This is the information that I've collected in my head over the last 10, 15 years, being a loan broker and being the CEO of Business Funding Now. You're going to get the 30 different business loan types. You're going to get the descriptions. You're going to get a case study of how to apply that loan in real life. Then you're going to get the pros and cons, all right, of the loan. And you're going to get the qualification requirements, a list and supporting documents most commonly used for each loan. So you're going to get a 5-question formula to pre-qualify anybody, right, by answering these questions, yes or no. Okay, that's going to be included. And I'm giving you a guarantee of your money back, your investment back off your first loan with those terms, conditions that apply, right? You got to submit a loan that qualifies, that gets approved within the first 30 days, and it's got to be at least $50,000 loan. That's it. That's easy. You could find one person. You could find one person and make your money back. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get the loan closed off rip. Okay? So when this is going to start dropping next week, right? And the first 100 people, you're going to get it. So don't wait. Don't wait. All right? Anyway, I'm out. I will see you guys on Monday for Monday Fun Day, where I'm going to go over this course again in more detail and show you how it's broken down. I mean, I even give you a sample of how the course is laid out, So my name is Jeremiah Davis, and I'm the funding coach. Like, follow, and share. We all need those likes and follows and shares. So please do that for me. And thank you guys. Have a blessed weekend. And, I'll see you on Monday. Peace.